like I say, welcome to another episode of Beer Fish Fanatics. This is Grandy with Ma Pop Fishing. We got here
Kit with the fishing kit, not Jin the rapper.
not Jin the Rapper, because according to Taro down here, he looked like Jin the Rapper. So I think we're all going to remember that from now on. But also, just to kind of give everybody a heads up today, we have a special guest. Super excited because, he's our, I guess you can say he's our Asian brother from up north a little bit. So
Yeah. Where are you guys from?
Central
Iowa.
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 Yeah, Iowa.
Okay. Never
So-
been there. Wouldn't mind doing it.
Yeah, you got. Hey,
I
we're
like
gonna hold.
traveling and just
Yeah.
seeing stuff, man.
All right, we're gonna hold you to that. So
Don't get it confused with Ohio.
yeah, please, or
Why
Idaho.
is this beer and fishing? You guys seem more like a 40 and a blunt fishing.
Too funny, this guy. But
Oh.
anyways, I didn't even get to introduce him yet. Hello, this is Taro Murata, by the way. Murata, by the way, everybody. So anybody who doesn't know this man needs to get under their rock. Obviously, get on YouTube, check out 39 Hours, check out his YouTube channel. By the way, I think Taro, you were the highlight of 39 Hours. In case anybody was wondering, I thought you were completely entertaining on that, but. I want them
Just
to
being
definitely...
myself, man, and like some people find that annoying. Some people find it abrasive. My partner feels like it's a detriment to our fishing score sometimes, but it is what it is.
Oh man, I loved it. I was like, man, this guy is off the walls. I love it.
It was entertaining to us, and at least that's what I felt. So just to give you a heads up.
I know, man. You know what? It's nice to have some love for my Asian brotherhood, man.
There you go. But so this week, just to get everybody's listening or watching, just wanted to give a quick shout out to Carol Brewery, also Bruno down there at El Bait Shop and the Lucky Horse for donating the Carol beer for us to try out. I'm gonna drink the Carol Light today, taking it a little bit easy. What are you drinking today, Kit?
I'm also doing the Carol Light. Ain't trying to copy you or nothing, but that's all I got left from them.
Oh, too funny. Well, I just found out that Mr. Taro here, he doesn't really drink beer because
well, it's not that. Yeah, I gotta wake up all the time so damn early.
True. Yeah, well, you gotta fish, right?
Yeah, that's the crazy part. So once I drink, it's like I can't recover for days. I don't know how these guys do it.
Yeah.
They drink and then they fish, and I think you have to like be drinking like hardcore so you can you're used to living that lifestyle. So for me, it's like I drink one here and then there, and bam, it hits me, and I don't come back for a month. I'm screwed.
Oh boy. But hey, you gotta give a shout out to the beers, the beer gods a little bit. So
yeah.
Cheers.
They're making it happen.
Oh
Cheers.
man. So just so everybody who's listening or watching, and this has been somebody that I've been wanting to get on because number one, he's super informative in regards to fishing. So go check out his YouTube channel, and then on top of that, you're fun, man. I love it. I love you got energy when it comes to fishing. I think you make it fun. So, and you're a guide
That's why
service.
I think it's gotta, I think that's what it's gotta be. When we're talking about fun and fishing, sometimes I think it gets forgotten. And I'm hardcore. Yeah, I fish tournaments. But back in the day, and we did it so hardcore, and we were very, I would say, cutthroat competitive at times. You would start to get your hate on for other people. And you're like, oh, it's a bad scene sometimes when you get too competitive.
Mhm.
And now they get older and wiser. And there's so many people to fishing. I'm starting to realize, it's not about your ego and I'm better than you and all that kind of stuff. It's more about the people you're fishing with and having fun and whatever. You catch fish, that's just a bonus. And, the technique and being good and getting better and improving your game is good. But you got to remember, we're doing this. It's a fun thing. We love it. Sometimes you go down that hardcore competitive road and everything is bam, 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 bam. Yeah, that's good and all, but you can forget to have fun. My friend Joey Mazinski up here, he's one of the best tournament anglers in Ontario. And it really hit home with me too when he said that he was in a tournament. He lost a fish at noon, a key fish. He's won so many events, this guy, a buddy of mine. Loses a fish at noon and was so mad at himself and so hard on himself. He was just he was ready to leave. He's like, I want to leave the water. I'm not having fun anymore. He was so mad at himself and he took it too serious. He wanted to leave and he didn't even want to fish anymore. And his partner forced him to fish and they ended up winning the tournament.
Oh, nice.
But he says he said it was very hard. He still when I was talking to him, because our kids both play hockey. So I saw him at the rink. We started talking. He just started saying like, I forgot how to have fun, man. Like, and I'm just like, I know what you're saying. You know what I mean? Like, I've been down that road many years ago where it's just like cutthroat competitive. It's just all about winning and being better than you. It's like, yo, man, let's just like chill. Let's be nice to people. Let's spread the sport. Let's show love, no hate. You know what I mean? Support
Agreed.
each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely agree. And I think that's what you're doing. I think if you watch your channels and all your videos now on your YouTube channel, I see that. I see you're just having fun, man. You're just getting the word out about fishing and everything. Actually, how's the guide been with COVID and
So
everything for
busy,
you?
so busy.
Are you?
Like I guide like crazy. It's like I gotta learn to start saying no sometimes because like I have so many other things to do. With Honda Outdoors, I'm their I can't what do you call it influencer for them up here in North America. So I do all the videos for them. We have a whole bunch of videos coming out with them.
Nice.
That's been such a big gig, you know, such a big corporation, and they've been so good with me. So that's been a blessing. Got really lucky with that one. And so I'm doing that. We got guiding going on. I really like doing the YouTube, but as you can tell by the quality, sometimes it's pretty rough and scuffed, but it is what it is. Like I'm going hard in the paint.
Yeah, it's real though.
I mean?
It's like it's real. It's not fake. That's the thing about it though.
Yeah. Oh, you like it because it's raw and real, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's good. I
We
always like
prefer-
to hear people's feedback. You know, it's cool. I always ask them what video you like. It's always someone that I never would have thought like anyone watched or liked. If you one without that many views and someone said, "Oh, that one's by far my favorite," I said, "What? Okay, well, I was about to erase that one." It's weird, right?
So how'd you get into the YouTube thing anyways? Was that something you always wanted to do or you
I
just
kind
see
of
it?
always wanted to do it. Like I have a creative side for sure. I just don't know. I'm not a JC. I don't even know how to bear. Like I'm low tech. You know what I mean? I just look in the water every day and fish and fish and fish. So when it comes to computers and all that kind of stuff, it's been a learning curve. So, you know, and I'm all over the map. It's so hard to have so many rods, so many lures, and so many SD cards, so many GoPros, so many mounts, so many batteries, so many cords. It gets like exponentially bananas, and I'm already chaotic up here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We actually we did an episode with Jay. Jay actually jumped on and he was nice enough to give us some time and just talk to us about fishing and everything.
The opposite end of the spectrum.
Yeah, that guy's like straight up professional, got his
Yeah.
own like studio team or whatever.
Yeah,
Man.
he knows a few things about editing, right? I guess that guy, you know, but
When he smiles, you hear when he smiles, you hear the dollars. Bing.
I hope Jay watches this episode. He's gonna be going off. How'd you even run into Jay and Aaron, all those guys by chance?
Oh, that's a good story. Speaking of which, that's the last time I actually drank more than 4 drinks. Was AW's wedding.
Oh, nice.
It was too emotional for me. I had to drink it off. How did I meet those guys? So Aaron Weeb, there was a thing called Bounty Fishing.
Okay.
And it was an online tournament. This is going back to like 2006 or something like. And there was like, I'm like, this kid's catching these monster crappies on there.
Yeah.
And then we would enter. So you have to pay like $10 a day or something. And then you go fish. They can send you a code, and you go fishing for whatever species you pick. So I'm like, oh, I'm on some giant perch or whatever it is. I'm on giant smallies or whatever. I don't know. So I'm like, I'm going out for that today. I feel like I'm gonna win. I'm gonna buy this ticket. So I buy this ticket, they send you a number and you have to put the fish in with the number beside it, blah, blah, blah. And there was this kid, this blonde little kid catching these monsters. I think they were like 17-inch crappies. I was like, there's no way I'm going to beat that stinking thing. I don't know what planet those fish come from. And but then I was catching these big perch over here and he was asking me all kinds of stuff. But he was a cheeky little bugger. So I remember, I'm like, who is this mouthy blonde kid who was very articulate for his age? He had a very high verbal IQ from a very young age. Mine has seemed to be degenerative, but you can't blame me, man. Like my dad's an immigrant, right? Like
Thanks, man.
in Canada for like my dad's been in Canada for like I don't know what, close to 50 years, but it sounds like he got off the boat yesterday. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like my family in Japan, like half my family is in Japan. They weren't like, you know what I mean? They weren't like in the camps in Vancouver and they're like, the guy's name's Ted Takasaki and he speaks perfect English. No, it's not like that. Like they're like fresh off the boat.
Hey, that's my family.
It's amazing that you started rapping so well.
Oh man.
Oh,
I
man.
Hey, I think I'm calling. He's Gin from now on. That's it, man. I don't even call him Fishing Kit no more. I'm gonna
You
call
need
him
a
Fishing Gin.
sponsor. You need a gin and beer sponsor.
Oh man.
Tanqueray.
Tanqueray.
So what do you guys fish for in your region? I'm sorry, I didn't even look up. You guys are about to do my background research or anything. Just like I'm going. Like I said, I don't know up from down most days.
I think we should have like a lot of similar species, but you guys, except for the trout and muskies, are kind of more rare. Yeah, your panfish, bluegill, crappie, catfish, white bass, hybrid, the hybrid
Hey, that's
stripers.
wicked.
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
do a video with Jay?
No, I did
Hybrid
not.
video? No.
That'd be cool though.
Yeah.
I think you did a hybrid video with someone I knew or something.
Maybe
Eric? No.
River certified. I don't know. I don't know if you know him though. Spencer.
Maybe. Oh, yeah, Spencer. What's his last name?
Bauer.
Bauer.
Sampolsky?
Bauer.
No.
Bauer.
No.
Nah.
Maybe.
But yeah, I
Maybe.
think those are our main species,
Yeah.
at least in central Iowa.
All the catfishes, obviously. We don't have blue catfish, but we have like channels, flatheads, all those and stuff.
Stripers too?
Oh, no
Flatheads?
stripers.
Yeah, we have
Flatheads?
flatheads. Yep, we got flatheads.
Oh, that's sick, man.
So
We don't have flatheads.
you're gonna have to take a trip now.
Yeah, I know. Hey, where's that Josh Pig Patrol? He's from Iowa? No.
Nebraska.
Nebraska.
How far is that from you guys?
Not long. 5 hours maybe. I think where he
Not
lives.
even like Nebraska's right over the border.
Yeah,
Like
Nebraska.
two and a half hours.
Yeah, 2 hours. The border's 2
I
hours.
like his white trash style, man. I don't know.
See, I was telling him
I
we
watched
should
that
get him
kid
on.
pop though. Like he was grinding. Like I don't know. From
Yeah.
his very early days, I was watching him,
Uh-huh.
and I'm like, this guy's kind of funny. He's got something.
Yeah.
And he was just like, this is how it is. He's just like, you know what I mean? Telling
he
you
don't-
from the white trash streets. And like, yeah, keeping it real from the white trash streets. And then he was like working at Walmart or something, and he was just like grinding, pumping out these videos nonstop. Like he had his hustle on strong, and just like kept going. And I just was like, all right, like I like this hustle. And then like I always watched him even when he was small, and he just started popping, bang, bang, bang. I'm like, holy crap, good for this kid, man.
Yeah.
Like he's a good story. Some people might find him crass and abrasive. You know, a guy like Jay might say, "Oh, the swear words, Taro, it's too much, it's overwhelming for my ears." They don't like when I swear, those boys, eh?
Oh, they don't. It's all right. So
negative vibes into the universe, but you know, I'm like, you know what? Maybe you're right. Like they do have something. Like Jay and Aaron don't like me swearing too much, but they're not on my case too bad. But like those guys, I don't think I've heard a swear word out of Jay or Aaron's mouth. Like they're pure apart, like such nice guys. I can't even believe they exist.
you know what? I don't think. Yeah, he doesn't swear. When we had him on the podcast, Jade never swore, and well, we haven't gotten Aaron yet. We would love to get Uncut angling, but I think he's a little bit too big. So hopefully one day if he gives us an opportunity, it would be awesome.
He might, you know.
Yeah.
He's just like so creative and just so focused on his thing. And I think he's kind of a shy guy. Like I don't know if people really know, but he's kind of a shy guy.
Gotcha.
He kind of feels awkward when he's like, but like behind the computer is totally different, and he's going out to millions of people and his stuff's so great. But he's kind of a shy guy in public. I find a little bit like he can talk perfectly and everything's good, but I think it's not from my perspective. He never said it to me, but what I feel like he kind of feels awkward with people he doesn't really know, despite being so big. If that makes any sense, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, Jay was telling us like, you know, he's like got such a creative mind. Like even though he doesn't put out a whole bunch of content, but everything he drops is like it just blows up. It's crazy.
That's right. Like he won't drop it. He won't drop it unless he believes it's better than his last one. That's some like crazy stuff, man. Like I watch his videos. Like that's who, like if I had a choice to who to be like in terms of creativity and level of content, it's kind of Aaron's style because he's a little bit more raw. It's not as like it is. There's beautiful shots he does and all this and that, but it's like it's just like the gist of the content's just so creative, and the way he explains things is just like the Caucasian Rakim.
Oh man, holy! Dude, that was awesome. The Caucasian. I love it. Oh man, hey, I never knew you were a hip hop like fanatic, huh?
Oh, like Fanatic, yeah.
Oh, all right, nice.
But more like who do I like that's new? I don't know about too much new guys.
So who do you listen to the most? Like
You know, one guy I really like, but I think he's in jail. A guy named Max B.
Max B.
Check him out. Like he kind of sings, and he's French Montana.
Yeah.
He was part of his crew, but then he went to jail for like conspiracy charges or something.
Racketeering, probably.
And a friend of mine's actually a rapper. What's it? Avatar Darko, and he's with Jay Park's label.
Mm-hmm.
You know who Jay Park is?
Yep, I know.
That's Rock Nation.
Nice.
He's a white dude with dreads. Yeah. Check him out. He went fishing with me and all that. But he's like, check out Max B, man. And he's like, because he knows this kind of hip hop, the genre I like. I'm like, man, this guy's sick, man. He got me on the Schoolboy Q. Who else do I like that's kind of new? But they're not even that new. St. John was all right, you know.
What about old school? Who you like old school?
Yeah.
Oh, old school is easy. There's I like Gangstar for sure. Gangstar. Who else really like old school or like that's like medium school to me? Gangstar's like medium school. That's how old school I am.
What would you consider old school?
I like Nas, of course. Nas.
All right.
Jay-Z's good. I like Kanye West. His first album was so good. That was like a really good first album because at that time I just listened to like gangster, grimy, like I could smell the urine in the hallway, lights kind of vibe.
Yep.
And he was just kind of like, it was still kind of East Coast-ish, but he just put such a different vibe on it, man. That guy was creative too. Kanye was really creative. Man, then he went crazy. I don't know since.
Yeah.
But...
hey, he might be the president. He's on the ballot. I voted. Voted the other day.
For Kanye.
Hey, he's on the ballot. I'm just saying.
Hell yeah.
But whenever we release this episode, it's going to be after the fact that we're going to have the president. But no, he's on the ballot. So I saw his name.
Vote for Kanye. It's better than what they got.
Too funny, dude. But hey, you went up a hell of a notches because I never knew you were that huge of a hip hop fan. So I love hip hop too. So that's pretty badass.
Oh yeah, big time. I like DMX a lot.
Yep.
I met DMX and Mike Geronimo before, believe it or not.
Oh wow.
At there's a record store in Toronto called Play D Record, and every Thursday a lot of my friends were DJs. So like you would go down there every Thursday and new records would come out and blah blah blah. And then I was with my friend Antoine, Vietnamese dude. And he just said, hey, what's up, X, man? Like, I don't know what he was talking to X about something we don't want to talk about, but I was just like, what's up, X? And he was just like, yo, what's up, man? What's up, man? And he's like, so nice. Little dude, man. He was tiny. I couldn't believe how he probably came up to like maybe here on me.
What?
Unreal, like so short. And he was just so nice and genuine and real. And then he goes to my friend, Antoine. Nah, man. You can't be called Antoine. That's a hood name.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like Antoine, a Vietnamese dude.
Yeah, he's like, I never met no chick named Antoine. That's a hood name.
Oh man,
you just couldn't believe an Asian had the name Antoine.
That's what Fishing Kit was just saying.
Yeah, I was like, huh, Antoine, Vietnamese, what?
Oh, he spells it Anhtuan. That's the Vietnamese spelling. It's not like hood spelling Antoine. Is that the hood version? No. Could be even. That's the French version.
Yeah. I think you're right.
What's the hood version?
I have no ANTWON.
Oh,
maybe a TWON, like Raekwon. Almost
right.
Like that. Wu-Tang's huge.
Just call
Wu-Tang's huge for me. Love.
Yeah.
Who do you guys like?
I love Bone Thugs.
Bone
my favorite.
Thugs, of course.
Yeah, I've always
been. He's got his own YouTube channel now. I was watching it.
Yeah, they do. And I've always been a Pac fan, but I'm also E40 fan. I'm pretty big on E40, and because I stayed in the West Coast for a while too, so I'm pretty big on E40, Mac 10. Dude,
Tech 9.
Yeah, you can't
Tech 9. I've been getting.
You can't go wrong with like Dr. Dre, all those guys back in the day, man. You can never go wrong with
the DOC,
NWA. You can't go wrong with that.
Do you like the DOC?
Yeah, they're not
getting
bad.
funky. It's getting funky.
It's getting
The formula. Wah, wah, wah. That guy
I
lost
like
his
the.
voice, right? He always wore the LA
Yeah.
Kings hat.
Yeah.
I like the DOC.
Uh-oh. Did we lose you? Oh, there we go.
Hold on. I'm losing power, that's why.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Can't
No,
do that, man.
I'm on like an eighth. I'm still green.
What are you fishing for right now when you're taking guides trips right now?
Giant smallmouth, like giants, man. Giant smallmouth, Lake Simcoe. What's a big smallmouth for you guys?
Maybe the biggest I've seen that's caught, probably like 5 pounds, probably the biggest, five, 6 that I've seen personally. Probably bigger,
Yeah,
but
see,
that's
our smallmouth up here in Ontario, they're just massive. They're massive. Like a 5-pounder. Oh yeah, it's a nice fish these days. It's a good one. It's a big fish, sorta. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like in the grind days, like when the bite's really tough, maybe in like mid-August, end of August, and the fish can be a bit picky or something like, oh yeah, like those 5-pounders are precious. But like, early in the season and late in the season, this is a nice fish. Don't get me wrong, but we're catching we get 7s up here.
Damn.
Lots of 6s this time of year. My buddy Callum Johnson, he was a guide on Simcoe. The other day he was texting me. He's like, Taro, we got to film something. He had a day out there. The weather was good. It's not an easy bite really out there sometimes, but he got a 7.95 and a 7.45. I think his bag was like 32 pounds or something crazy. He's like, we got to shoot, man. We got to shoot something. Come home. Because we're both kind of fish the same kind of way and know the stuff out there the same way. So he's like, let's do it, man. Let's see, combine forces and put up like 34. I know people won't believe it, but like with clients and stuff, I put up like 34 pounds before.
wow.
You know what I mean? We put up 34 pounds a few days. Like we have a 7 pounds, 11 ounce, 7 pounds, 7 pounds, 8 ounce, 7 pound, like three high 7s and some 6s and whatever. But it was like ridiculous weight a couple times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you catch those fish through the ice too?
No,
No.
we're not allowed to. We're not even allowed to catch them. And for some
What?
reason, like it's rare that anyone catches them. So it's bizarre. Like people do catch them now and then because there's like a lot of good ice fishing in the same region where those fish will winter, but they don't catch them that much. These Simcoe fish, they're so well fed. That's why they're so big and they're pressured and they get smart. And I think because they have such a big mixed diet there. So you got herring in there, you got smelt, emerald shiner, perch, tons of bluegill, tons of crappie, tons of you name it, bowfin, rock bass, suckers, river shark, whatever they want to eat. Crayfish, you wouldn't believe. You go around some of the islands this summer, there's just like fields of crayfish. Like there's times when these fish, you'll cast at them and they come like so fast at your lure. You think he's going to eat it, come right up to your bait, look at it and just swim away. Just boom. Oh my God. His nose was literally touching it. And you said, nah, something's not right. Why am I going to take the risk? I got too much other food around. It's bizarre. Like they're not a normal smallmouth, but they're big because of that, right?
Yeah.
I think
They gotta be
at
old
times
too.
they let their guard down though, and it's easy,
Yeah.
Yeah. They gotta be old since they're that big. So with age,
I wish I knew that. I'm not a biologist and scientific and stuff, as you know. I just like this is how it is. This is what I see.
Yeah.
But like I didn't read anything about it. I just laughed about it.
Hey, how did you even get involved with that 39 hours thing? How did that even come about? The first season.
Well, what happened was Aaron, like I said, we met at that online tournament, and then we just saw each other on Facebook, being friends. And I was like, he was doing his thing, and I was like, he started doing his show on TV, Uncut was on TV. Then I started watching it on like he moved to YouTube. I guess the overhead was too much, and I'm like, yo, kid, your stuff's so dope. Couldn't believe it. It was so good. I was like, this is so refreshing. Like you're changing the game. And he was, I think at that time, I was already guiding and I was already rolling. You know what I mean? I had my career already kind of like going. And I think he was just kind of like a kid, just him and Jay dropped out of school and said, you want to film a fishing show kind of thing. And that's how it went down. Like Aaron's like, you want to drop out and do a fishing show? And Jay's like, okay. And they just made it happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I remember Aaron was like, he wasn't sure if he was in the right direction, I felt. And then I don't know if he would remember this or any of that kind of stuff. But I remember telling him, I'm like, just keep going, man. Your stuff's like, it's the best, man. Don't feel like don't feel like you're a loser because you're in mama's basement and you're almost 30 or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you're doing it right. This is so good, man. Like, it's not all about money, man. Just like, hang on kind of thing. I'm like, this is so good. And like, I don't know if that he remembers that or anything, but I remember saying that to him and he did. It was like, I knew it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So hopefully, I would like to believe, I don't know if he was always going to be so good and everything, but hopefully that I gave him a little bit of push when he needed it. You know what I mean? I remember telling him, I hope, but whatever. It is what it is.
If we get him on, we're definitely going to ask, hey, did Taro help you a little bit? And I can almost guarantee he's going to
No, he helped me more than.
Ah.
That's the funny thing. Like, he was always so big and talented.
Uh-huh.
And he definitely helped me more than I ever helped him. I even told his parents when I was in Winnipeg after, I think we filmed that pike ice fishing episode. And I think he was at like maybe 40,000 subs at that time. This is not like, he really jumped up. And I said to them, it's like, man, like, I can help give him good content. I told his parents straight, like, I could help give him good content when we shoot together because he's a good shooter and they know they understand me. So they know what to show and not show or whatever. Like, they just get it. They have a weird humor like I do, right? So I said to his parents, basically, like, he needs to be messing with these guys in the States. Like, their numbers are so big. They're already on YouTube. Like, he's got to go to John B. I told his parents that.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they even talked after that or anything like that. But the next thing you know, he came out with a video with John B. And John B, I think, like, you can see his content so good, like the quality and all that. And he always respected Aaron because I think Aaron at that time was like the biggest in fishing on YouTube. And John B was just coming up behind him and then just started blowing like past him kind of thing. Just so big. But I think he respected Aaron as a content producer a lot. The next thing you know, he did that thing with John B. And I think that was helpful. I don't know if his parents said, you better mess with those guys in the States, Taro said. So I don't know.
Well, hopefully we'll get
conversation.
I hope I can get him on. I hope we can get him on.
That's what he needs. I'm thinking that's what he needs to do. Like these big collabs, like he's helping us. Like we're getting on a show and I'm getting famous because this guy's put me on. There's all his on his back. Like he piggybacked these numbers up there and he's so creative and he just knew how to launch us artists or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, definitely. That's awesome, man. And then like
I said, it was good. It's better for us. Like, yeah, we give them good content. Yeah, we know how to catch fish. We know fishing, but we also are not like the average fisherman. So we kind of fit in with that groove, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of numbers and all that, like no way he need to be messing with those big cats.
Yeah. But dude, when you guys did that first season of 39 hours, that was, I mean, how was that? Because it had to have been a grueling 39 hours.
It looked tough. It looked real tough.
Man. It's really grueling. It really is grueling. Like it's a grind.
Yeah.
How can I explain it? It's kind of like an experience. Like it's an emotional roller coaster. Like you're gonna hate your partner. You're gonna love your partner. You're gonna after the first season, I don't think I talked to Paul for like a month and a half, 2 months, maybe longer. Like I needed a break. I'm sure he felt the same way. You know what I mean?
So that 39 hours, you're like, I need a break for about a month and a half, right?
Yeah. And Paul still has that guy. Like, remember I was telling you about the competitive guy? That's kind of like sometimes comes from, it's like a negative place sometimes. Mm-hmm. Like he has to be number one above all. It's really good to have in a competitive situation. Sometimes it goes too far. I love you, Paul. If you're watching. Sometimes it goes too far. And I think he'll say the same thing in a different way. So whatever.
So what was the experience like compared to second season? Like if you had to pick one season to do again, which way would you do?
Wow. The first season, I didn't even know what we were getting into, but the first season, I thought it was easier to do in a way because you're going through 39 hours straight. And then this one was like, there was blocks. Like you do a block, then there's like 2 hours where you could travel or kind of look around what you're going to do next and then go. And then the clock would end at night. but you would just be like, the days were way longer and the time became, and you're already so tired. And at night you're just preparing and getting your stuff ready to drive to somewhere else anyway. So you're barely sleeping. Like you're just so bagged by day 3. So it's like, it's probably the double the effect of the first season in a way, or like 1.5.
Yeah.
1.5 times the drainer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that makes sense. I mean, because technically you would think like, oh, they got breaks, but I think like you're saying, it dragged on a little bit longer because 39 hours was literally just 39 hours, the first one.
Yeah,
But then
you
this
could
one,
sleep if you wanted to.
yeah.
You could fish if you wanted to. Like we slept them one night, and we fished at night a little bit. Now the bite's not there, may as well sleep. No. This one's not like that. Like these are the blocks, and like we better travel now. What did I like about season 2? I felt like season 2 was really good because the strategy started to come even more in play. Because you're getting updates all the time. I think up season 1 we got updates of what people were catching too. But this one, like you had like time to think about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't like you were just going 39 hours straight and you're just like all over, we got to do this, we got to do that. And you're like, okay, we better change our strat. No, like this one would be like, you're driving and now you're thinking, okay, these guys, and then you have time to talk with your partner. Like these guys have these points and, you know, it's like better to take those 2 away. And these guys are probably going to get one of those. So don't even bother. We should have went largemouth because we just thought like Peric's going to go to some like farm pond and yank out. I think he knows Gary Yamamoto. You could go to Gary Yamamoto's cattle farm and yank out an 18-pounder in 2 minutes. I thought that, and then, you know, he's such a baller. He's probably going to fly a diamond helicopter to Gary Yamamoto's pond, eat his like expensive Kobe beef and catch an 18-pounder. But they didn't do it. I'm like, damn, no Kobe beef, no Yamamoto pond, no 18-pounder. We should have just went down and caught a like 18-incher.
Oh,
So
yeah.
dumb. You know what I mean? So it's
Oh,
like betting. It's kind of poker too, right?
Yeah.
You
That's
gotta
what I was,
think about these are the cards these guys got. Are they actually gonna play them? Or are they gonna go this? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You gotta count cards a bit. So this season we had time to count those cards a little bit more. I found became strategic. It's like we could have probably got a whitefish on the last day, but that rock bass was so important, or the crappie, because we knew that those are 2 points taken away from those other guys.
Yeah. No.
If we went for the whitefish, we're just getting another point for us, taking one from the Twins. And we were going after Manitoba, not the Twins. We take one from those guys, it's really like getting 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes
You
sense.
take one rock bass away from them, add it to us. They go down one, we go up one. You know what I'm saying?
No, this is it's so unique the way you guys set the 39 hours up, and then it was kind of cool. Like you said, you got AP Bass and on season 2, so that was pretty cool to get Peric and stuff on that. So
He's a
but
cool kid, man. That kid's like,
he's
I don't know
grinding.
why they give him a hard time in the uncut world. They give him a hard time.
See, I wasn't sure. Is it really? Is the Uncut World really does give him a hard time for real?
The uncut world gives him a hard time. I'm like, no, this guy's dope, man. Like, he's actually a really good bass fisherman too. Like, he's legit. He
Yeah.
can fish. What he's good at is like, he's just so busy. He's like Dr. Octopus. He's on the, like, if you ever fish with this kid, he's like on like 8 phones at once, doing this business deal, that business deal. Oh, there's a fish, that, and then boom. He's catching fish while managing 8 other things at the same time. And he's not like fishing fish. Like, he likes to fish, but he's also doing so many other things at the same time. I'm like, I can't believe the hustle that this kid has. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty impressive. And he's been very nice and supportive for me and everyone else. Like I said, I don't think he had to do 39 hours. He was so big.
Mm-hmm.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. But like I said, are you ever? I know we asked Jay if they were gonna do a 39 hours part 3, but I don't know with COVID and stuff right now. You guys, is that something you would ever want to do?
I know Jay would love to do it. I know, like, he probably wants to continue to do this. He's like, they love it. We all love it. We're so lucky to be a part of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely the COVID will be a big factor. You know, I could see that being really hard to get the money to produce it because sponsors aren't easy. They don't want, and then also by the time it airs, or it's like, how bad is COVID? They don't want to have too many people in a shot because it's touchy, especially the bigger sponsors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a way that we could do it without sponsorship and just G unit that, you know? mixtape it, pump it on the streets. But like those guys are too good. Aaron won't touch it unless it's like so good. He's not me. I'll just like drop it, pump it. Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's see what
yeah.
happens. Damn, another bomb. Oh well, next.
Yeah, F it. Just put it out there.
I try to slow down sometimes, but then like it kills you too. So like if I try to drop a better video and like really focus on editing and put my energy into it, then what happens? YouTube's got you by the gonads. So like I don't know, how Aaron does it. He's just got that following and stuff so good. But like if I'm on a roll and I'm dropping them a little bit, the momentum starts to go a bit. You know what I mean? Yeah. But if I'm waiting and I don't put it out every week and wait 2-3 weeks and then drop a mediocre one, like it hurts you. You gotta be pumped. Like if I drop a really good one, it still might do mediocre. Like you had to keep going, keep those wheels spinning for some reason. But for him, it doesn't matter. I don't get it.
Yeah,
Really,
I noticed
annoying
that too.
for me. It's annoying, Aaron. Your stuff's annoying. It's too good. Go away.
It's too good, Aaron.
It's too good, man. No, it's so good though. I always watch his stuff because it's like a goal kind of. Could I ever get to this guy's level? Be nice. I think right now, like I got 2 kids to feed, so it's like I got a guy to put that money. I need that cash flow constantly coming in. My dream is really, will I ever be able to get this going to a level where it's like I'm all in, man? The stuff I want to do. You know what I mean? It'll be weird. I'll tell you, it'll get weird if I start to get that momentum of the stuff that I want to do. It'll be like, yeah, we're fishing with Mike, Mike Geronimo and DMX, whatever. And they're out of their minds right now, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those guys like hanging with me. That's what I think. I'm pretty chill. I'm open-minded and pretty chill.
All right. I gotta take a quick break if you don't mind.
Oh no.
Yeah, I gotta take a leak. This bear's catching up to me.
Take a 5-minute break, Kit. Go ahead, man. Yeah. We're recording again, man. Yeah, we too funny, dude. But we were just talking in regards to Peric a little bit, how he's blown up and everything, and it's kind of crazy, like you said, how YouTube just controls so much, how who's gonna blow up or not. In a way, you just don't.
Are they controlling it? I don't know.
They do. YouTube controls it too. Everybody says they have a specific way to unlock the what is it, the code,
the algorithm.
The algorithm. Yeah, there's no code, there's nothing. It's just I think one day they click like, you know what, let's push fishing today, and then today they're gonna push fishing, so any videos on fishing, it's gonna go berserk. That's what I think. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like I feel like I got a roll, I'm like it's going bigger, and all of a sudden boom, gone. Like it's not fishing week. But Aaron just drops these gems. So they like his long videos that are just like people just watch them over and over again and stuff. His stuffs are like gems, you know what I mean? They're like anthems, I guess.
That's exactly what Jay said. Jay's like, every time he drops anything, it's just it's gold. It's golden, and because the thing is, the ones
Talk
that
to milk sponsors, sorry. Star Wars. Star Wars sponsor.
Oh, cheers.
I'll cheers to Star Wars.
Man. That's R2 chocolate milk, man. Cheers, bro. Oh, this hit me hard.
Yeah.
Ooh, this new beer got hit it.
Strong. Sorry, yeah. So he drops those gems for sure.
He does. No, you're right. No, he does. It's like, the thing is, you can go back and re-watch his stuff all the time, and it's still entertaining.
Yeah, that's what boggles me is it's like, when you look at 39 hours, it seems like this thing is so massive, but the views are like not that much. They're big, but they're like 165, 165K, 175K. Some of them are 200K. Now they're not like mills, but to me they feel like they're mills.
It's a cult.
And I think it's like I think it's a pound for pound thing.
I think
you know what I mean?
No, because you got to understand, the people who watch 39 hours, it's a cult following. Like, it's that. Okay, so this is the thing. If people who listen or watch the podcast, go check it out. I'm telling you guys, it's probably one of the greatest fishing segments on YouTube that I've ever seen, honestly.
That's pretty good that you're saying that, because like I have like my buddies, and like he's in my last salmon video, Ian. And his brother just won the salmon. These guys are from the fish streets. You should see the muskies. Like one brother moved to Lake St. Clair. Like these are my crew that we go up fishing. Like we see each other in downtown Toronto, and these guys were like little kids. I'm like, they were starving because they're fishing on the pier for somebody. I'm like buying them KFC. I'm like, you guys need to eat, man. I was like big brother, and we're fishing. And they were like, they don't watch my vids. They don't watch fishing vids too much. If it's not musky, they don't really watch anything. Like they're just so hardcore in the fish. But they said 39 hours. Like they said, that's the 39 hours. Like lights out.
Yeah.
Like they loved that. I'm like, whoa, the most critical guys liked it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's probably pretty good. I'm not sure. And then I go to Aaron. This thing's so big. He's like, I don't know how big it really is. And he had a point. He's like, I don't know how really big it is, Taro. And how many people come up to you and go like, oh, I loved you in 24 and a half hours, or I loved you in 48 hours. Like, they don't even know the name Taro. I'm like, yeah, I know. Like, even my twin buddies at Fish are like, yeah, 36 hours was like the shit. Like, they don't know the name. I'm like, yeah, are you really a fan? Like, if you don't know the name, that's like Aaron's point. I'm like, I don't think they even cared about the name. They were just so into the show. I don't know.
No, I agree.
It's weird.
I mean, I'm telling you, people got it's since I actually watched YouTube fishing stuff, I still have not found a segment of, shows, whatever, on fishing wise as good as that. And that's just my opinion. I don't know, but I mean, obviously, like you're just saying, you feel it. There's a lot of, it's like a great following on it.
Like, I think every day of my life, there's a conversation about it almost. It's kind of weird. I'm like, I don't know, Aaron. It seems kind of big. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I guess the views don't necessarily
reflect it. And Aaron was always like that too.
Yeah.
Aaron was always like that too. Like even before 39 hours was there, like the people that loved him so deeply. Like there was guys bigger than him at that time, maybe, or at certain times. They never loved him. Like one of Aaron's fans is worth like 10 of someone else's. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I agree.
I remember seeing on Facebook, people were like, oh, 39 hours. Like people were like getting hype about it.
Yeah, you didn't know what that was yet.
Yeah, right.
Did you know what it was?
Yeah. It was when the hype was building for the second season. Like I saw it on Facebook, like in the fishing group, like, oh, you guys, people were talking about it before it even aired. And then
What
you
was
guys
better, season 1 or season 2? You could be honest. I don't know.
Season 1 was more exciting because you never knew what was really gonna come up because you guys were just off the seat of your pants, just like, all right, we gotta go from one thing to the next.
Yeah.
I feel like season 2 is kind of a little bit more structured because there's like more planning and stuff involved. But I like them both.
I thought, I like them both. I thought season 2 was more, because you guys you can tell it was more polished. But because I'm more of the guy who loves the realism. And that first season, you can tell. I mean, you guys put a lot of effort into it, but it felt like it was just uncut in a way. Like it was just like real.
Yeah.
And and the thing was, I could see and feel how tired you guys were towards the end, like everyone.
That stuff gets ridiculous, you know?
Because it was real. You can see it in your eyes, you can feel it. So I'm watching the show towards the end, the last episode of the first season, and I could literally feel the drag that you guys are doing, but you're doing it to get to the finish line. So, and to me, that was huge because I was like, man, I can feel the emotion. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it is a roller.
Yeah.
It's a stinking roller coaster.
And it was cool. Hey, like I said, I think it's one of the greatest content out there in regards to fishing content. So I mean,
it was tough, man. Like I don't even know if because I think Peric and Eric were at a big disadvantage
on the second
because they didn't know what they're getting into.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Eric Hadia is like one of the sickest multi-species anglers. The guy's a nut bar. I thought he was just gonna run away with it.
Was it them that caught that big ass shad? Who caught that big ass shad?
We got it.
Oh yeah, that was you guys.
It was you guys.
Like a 19-inch.
Dude, I've never seen a shad that big.
Oh my god.
I know. It's crazy. Like we get those over here. Like we were gonna go to one of my areas. We're gonna go to the nuclear power station. But then we went to Paul's area near where he lived, and we got all the same junk species out of there. We're like, okay, well, there goes that plan. You know what I mean? Like, so plans go out. Like you could pre-fish and do all this stuff. And it's like, you could take your own plan out and so can someone else. But like, we caught him over here and we didn't plan it. We're not even going there. Now what do we do? I didn't pre-fish that. Well, let's go.
Yeah.
surprisingly, nobody else has done it. Thank goodness. I don't think they can do it to your guys.
It's hard.
Yeah, it is. I don't think anybody can copy the content and replicate, number one, your guys' character, like, just your personalities. You can't replicate that. And that's why I was, it's good. You guys are original, man. It's pretty badass. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, Paul and I are kind of like we're just the original team for sure.
Yeah.
Like the opposite type of personalities. We actually
Yeah.
won the Simcoe Open together.
Oh, nice. Congrats.
Yeah, so before even going into 39 hours, we were already champions as teammates. And so we already have that. Like season 2, honestly, Paul and I are weird because in season 2, it's like by the end there, we're used to this. We like being like, oh, we're in trouble. And it's weird. It's like we have a mental illness, and that's where we're kind of similar. We're like, well, like chill just so that we feel pressure. And I don't know, it's weird psychology, but we'll chill and we'll get that weird pressure. Oh, we're behind. And then we like to battle. And we're like, we're going to come back. Here we go. We got this. Like, and then we get one. And we're just like, we felt like we were going to win. We couldn't believe it that we didn't win because we had that. Once we got that bowfin and there was like an hour and a half left, that's what we live for. We like that vibe.
Oh, you guys came
We
back
feel
pretty
like
strong.
we could do it. And we're like, that's when our fighting goes out we forget all our beefs from days and years. And we're just like, yep, we're a team. We're going to do it. This is what we're about. Remember? We're like, oh yeah, I remember. You remember? I remember. Yeah. Let's go. Can't believe we didn't win. Can't believe it. Him too. Jesus.
All right.
Bothers both of us.
You got part 3. As long as you guys got to do part 3. Hopefully you guys, or season 3. I'm sorry. Hopefully you guys.
I hope so. I hope we get another shot. And this time I don't think we should just have that. I'm going to tell Paul, like, let's just have that same end feeling from the very beginning. But I think if I have that same end feeling from the very beginning, it might not be as entertaining because it'll just be like, win, whatever, don't even talk, just fish. I don't know. I don't want to go there either.
I feel like you would get burnt out if you had that attitude the whole time too.
It gets burned. It burns you out. But the twins do it.
Yeah, they do.
Oh
The
man,
twins
those
work
guys.
so damn hard. They work so damn hard. They put boats in bushes. They do this. They do. Oh my God! Like they live for this. I'm just like, I feel like sometimes I let everyone down because I should even go just as hard. Like, you know what I mean? We might not ever just. What if another season 3 never comes? You're gonna regret it. So the twins is a good example for us for the next one. Be like, okay, man, the twins go all out. We may never get another chance. We may not all be here at this time. Like, I get Aaron's philosophy a little now more. He's younger than me, but he's wiser sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll have to tag Aaron. Hopefully we can get A-Dub Aaron on this. It'd be kind of cool. I want to hear his side, how he came up with the idea, and also too. So that'd be kind of cool to just to kind of pick his brain a little bit. Do you ever get a chance to come down to the U.S. a lot?
He might get mad at some of the stuff I said already. Oh no.
He will. You think he will? I don't know.
I don't know. Did I see anything incriminating here?
Well,
I think you're doing all right. You're doing all right.
but, no,
sorry for swearing. I swore, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
But I was asking, do you get to come to the U.S. at all? I mean, obviously after COVID.
I want this COVID to go away so bad.
Okay.
So that we can do this U.S. stuff.
Okay.
Like, man, that's killing me. It's killing me. I wanted to shoot more with Peric. Peric and I have a blast, eh? Like, that's what it is. When we fish, and we're like, if he said, and I said, they asked us at the finale, like, if you could be teamed up with anyone, who would it be, like, other than your current partner? And like, Peric and I both was like, well, Peric, Taro, like, same time. We're just like, yeah. But I don't know. I don't think we would do well.
But I think you guys would be an amazing team to follow.
Yeah, we'd be hilarious. It'd be fun. We're both too similar.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like, in a way, we're just so chilling. Oh yeah, let's have fun. Yeah, whatever. Everything's funny. Everything's okay. And like, Paul's good for me because Taro, it's not okay. Things aren't okay. Like, these guys put a lot of work into this. Like, we got to represent. I'm like, oh yeah, Paul, we do. Like, I don't know if Peric would ever say those things to me. I would say that to him.
That'd be interesting to see you and Peric together. I kind of want to see that. That'd be kind of cool.
Well, he's on my channel and I'm on his channel. You'll see the one we get kicked out of Toronto's. Do you see that one? We're fishing for bass in a rave.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. There's like a rave going on. I'm like, what the heck, man? We get to Toronto, the water level's like, we start fishing at like, I don't know, 2:00 because Perrick gets his camera on shore. And like, I haven't fished that area. I was fishing at Simcoe the whole summer. I get there, the water level's up to it's like 3 feet higher than normal. There's all these cold water species where I normally catch largemouth swimming. I'm like, man, this whole lake's totally different. Like, what's going on? We got no time to shoot this. I'm like, last ditch effort. I'm like, let's go back into here, way back. Like, we caught one fish in warmer water, like way in the back bay. Like, the season was so behind. And we're talking about midsummer. We saw the Raptors celebrating on a boat. It was crazy. And we go back in the one bay and we get one. I'm like looking at spots I never even looked at in my life. And I go on a whim. So that's similar. Let's go back in there. And what do? We see smallmouth shallow at a rave. And people knew who Perrick was at the rave. They're like, is that Alex Perrick? What's up, man? Like these ravers going boom, boom. They knew that. Like that kid's big, man. I'm from Ontario. I'm from Toronto. And like nobody knew me. They knew this guy like everywhere he went. There was like a Filipino mom and her kids on a swing up at Lake Simcoe. We're launching to do some perch vid up there. They're like, oh, excuse me, Alex, can you take a picture of my kids? Like, I'm like, holy, I'm Asian and I'm from your place. How come you don't know me? You want a picture of me? Please take a picture of me. Come on.
I'll pay you. I'll pay you. Take a picture with me.
I don't know you, sir. Sorry. I just want to take a picture with Alex.
Yeah, the awesome Filipino accent.
Yeah. Did you catch any pickerel or perch? Pickerel.
Oh man, that's too good. That's too good.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Toronto's cool like that. I don't know if you guys ever been to Toronto.
I was when I was young. I haven't been there as a 21 and adult. I guess you could say I haven't been up there since I was a.
Because Toronto, like, if you've traveled all over the world, and I'm from Toronto, like, I'm telling you, Toronto's the most open-minded place in terms of diversity. Like, you know, it's not segregated. There ain't no rules up here. If there's a gang, it could be like one native, one black guy, one Japanese guy, 3 white guys, and a Greek, and they're their own crew. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Is Toronto pretty similar to Vancouver?
Vancouver is way more Asian.
I agree.
It's like all Asian. Not all. We have some Caucasian, some Asian, some East Indian. But here we have like, holy, flip a coin. Big Portuguese community, big Italian community, big East Indian community, big Chinese community, big Korean community, like everything. Filipino, whatever. It's like a really kind of nice place. I think that's why they always say in the NBA, a lot of basketball players, even though it's cold in Toronto, they like playing here because it's not racist as other places that they played at, you know?
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty good. And I think that's like, and when I lived in Asia, I'd be like, Chinese people hating other Chinese people because one, you're a dirty mainlander, and I'm from Hong Kong. I'm like, yo, you're the same people, man.
Yeah.
You know the Asian hierarchy? There's like, yeah, we're better than all of you, and you think you're better than all of you, but I'll agree that us Asians are better than those Asians.
Right.
But I still think I'm better than you, but you're slightly better than them.
You're the
Asian hierarchy is crazy.
Yeah. Asians hate Asians more than anybody else.
I know. I'm like, you're Chinese and you're Chinese. Oh, but we're not the same. Like in Japan, it's like Osaka and Tokyo. It's like Osaka, those dirty peasants. It's like, what? You know what I mean? Like, holy cow. Like, so Toronto, you come back to Toronto, you really appreciate it. It's like, holy, this place is like pretty good that way. You just miss like that diversity, and no one flinches at anything. They don't even ask. It's like, you know, it's just this kind of flavor place, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're gonna have to. All right, we're gonna make a trip up there, Kit. We gotta.
When this COVID comes,
yeah.
When this COVID dies down, I even took AP Bastion and JC was to Chinatown in Toronto. You see that?
Nice, yeah.
You see that small video? We're eating in Chinatown.
Oh,
AB Bass is worldly, man. Like he'll eat anything, and he's okay with anything. Like very easy. You just know this guy's traveled around, and he just like he's cool like that. He's cool like that. But I don't like the one video I didn't like. Kind of set up those guys.
What?
He's like he calls the police on a guy. I'm like, dude, what you gotta do that for? That's the hood in me. You just don't call the police on people or wardens on people.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's like call Paul, Officer Paul.
Oh,
Man.
It feels like some dude pulling me over all the time, and I'm about to get charged. Oh, Mr. Murata, do you have your license? I'm like, oh man, my fishing license paper got wet. And he's like, well, we're gonna have to give you a ticket. I'm like, look it up online. Yeah, you do have a license. However, you're required to have that. We're gonna give you a ticket now. Great, Paul. Thanks. Officer Paul.
We're gonna
Officer Paul, man, that guy's a sick angler though. Holy cow. Like the guy could catch fish, but he can be a while doing it.
You got anything else for Taro, man? Kid, dude, this is, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to do this like almost every day, Taro. If you were available, man, this is like awesome, man.
I think I'm gonna get repercussions for a lot of things I said here.
Nah, it's all right. Hey, Taro, we're two small Asian guys in Iowa. They're not gonna watch this. We drink beer. We barely fish that often. They're not gonna watch or listen to this. Don't worry about it.
Hey, man, that kind of goes against us, man. Come on, man.
Look like this. It's like, oh, that's Jin the rapper. Yeah, we don't like hip hop. Don't worry. Next vid.
Next vid. We don't need to watch this. We don't need to listen to this.
Well, I hope it was madness. I don't know.
It was fun.
We'll see what.
Fun.
Yeah, man. Subscribe
Awesome,
to
man.
those guys. Their channel. It's beer and I don't know what. But why am I even saying that? Because it should be on my channel promoting your channel.
Right. Oh,
It's
so
okay. Go ahead, Kit.
yeah. Usually towards the end, we kind of like, so what do you got going on, Taro? Like, you just want to throw out your social media or what?
Oh, I like that. This
projects?
is hip hop.
Yeah. What projects you got coming up?
YouTube,
shout out.
YouTube. I
Yeah.
gotta get to 10K. AP Bassett said, "Oh man, getting to 10K is the hardest. You gotta get once you get to 10K, it becomes a lot easier." He
close
was
are you?
right, man.
How
I've been
close are you?
stuck grinding. I'm at 7.4K, and just like, oh, I think I'd be past it because I'm so lucky. I have big hip hop artist friends like AP Bassett. AP, please do a vid. Okay, let's do a vid. Like, geez, but I can't travel.
All right, man. Let's get.
I need to do
get you.
collabs.
Yeah.
Even collabs with you guys. Let's go. I don't
Oh,
care.
yeah,
Come
let's
up-
do it.
when this
I
thing
always
comes up,
wanted to go up to Canada.
I'm down for whatever, bro.
Cool.
Like you see my videos, it's like people that like these are my clients, and we're like, I'm just doing a vid. Like right now, I'm guiding, but like I feel comfortable with them because I fished with them a few times and stuff. So I got this is what it is like right now. Like it's not set up. It's like I'm just making something out of like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. As soon as COVID is done, or at least calm down, that we can travel, you make a trip to Iowa, and we will make a trip to Toronto. How's that sound?
I like it.
Awesome.
I like those flatheads, stripers. You have stripers?
Hybrids.
The hybrids, the wipers, hybrids.
How big do they get over there? I got one 15 pounds.
That's-
State
And they're not even
records,
supposed to be here.
yeah, state records like 19 something, but they could get over 20 because I think in Kansas the record's over 20. Same for Colorado.
Yeah.
So
I think one of the twins got one that was like looked like a 19-pounder, man.
Damn.
One of my twin buddies. We get like it's rare. We're not even supposed to get them where we get them in Lake Ontario. They're not even supposed to exist. Like, why are we getting them here? I don't know. We're getting them now and then, and I'm like, there's no striper in Lake Ontario. We have white bass, but there's no striper. Where are these wiper coming from?
Somebody
That's what a hybrid is, right? A wiper.
Yep.
It's a
Yeah.
white bass and striper.
They're wicked. They fight.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's this.
What's the
guy's-
best thing for wiper?
That's this
I
guy.
like
What-
using those swim baits like flukes. You know what a fluke is?
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
I love throwing flukes.
I caught my my personal best wiper is in current, and I caught it on like a mushroom jig head with like what are they called, bento minnows by long current. It's kind of like a fluke, it's just like, but the body stays on a jig head really because there's like a mesh inside the actual minnow,
Mhm.
so it stays on the jig very well. It doesn't come flying off because I rip in the current. I use like a heavy weight and I rip it, and it hops up, and you rip it, and you can rip it. It doesn't come off the body of that jig head. Put glue on it plus that. So same idea as that fluke, but they love that popping in the current. There, boom. Oh,
Yeah. Oh man, I love catching those hybrids, man. They're so damn fun.
oh, I know they fight like crazy.
Actually, I
But we
kind
don't
of
get
feel
them too
today.
often. That's why I'm asking you. Like, so you're using a weightless fluke, or is it on an underspin, or what are you using?
Just like a jig head. Uh, 3/4 ounce, 3/8, maybe up to half, depending on the current.
Oh, you're in current as well.
Yep, in the river.
Up high, twitching.
Near the bottom. I usually
Yeah.
catch the bigger ones, like all the small, like white bass and
Yeah, up
smaller
high.
hybrids. Yeah, they're up high, but the big ones are like underneath them. So I just
Funny
try
you
to
say
get down
that
there.
because that's what I got mine on.
Yeah.
On bottom, like near bottom. I rip jig like near the bottom, but it's like we just don't get that many hybrids. So it's like that's what I'm asking. That you had more looks. It's like when I asked Eric Hadia about brown trout. Like the guy caught so many brown trout. Like one of my interviews with him, I asked him like on the phone. I'm like, I'm fishing browns in the spring in Lake Ontario, and I'm like, if you had to pick one lure, what would it be? He'd be like, he told me, oh, if you see sour grape rogue, the old school one, you get that and you take them all. So he has so many looks. He's caught so many browns are stocked there, and he's had so many of those fish bite certain lures. And I bought them. I saw them at the stores close down here. Put it down for 5 minutes. We catch a 20-pound brown. First time I ever used the damn lure. I'm like, holy shit,
all right.
man.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got
You
to
gotta
make a
always
trip up
ask
there,
people
man.
that have those looks. Like you gotta respect other people's eyes. It's a big thing. You gotta know the math. I only had so many looks at this. This guy had so many looks.
All right, man. We got to do that, kid. All right. That's it. Taro, you got to get down here to Iowa, and we got to get up there to Toronto. All right.
Yeah, you gotta come up here to do smallmouth. Like I got some stuff. I don't know. I discovered like I'm catching crazy smallmouth in Toronto now, and like nobody's on it. Like I'm the only one doing it, like for miles. And I'm figuring out things that like the population is starting to blow up over here because I think the average water temperature is warming. So I'm like, holy, my eyes are opening more and more here. I got some videos of it. I just don't know if I should be exposing it yet. You know, I don't know. I can't wait to be big time. I'll just be burning up everything and just be like,
hey, you're on this you're on this podcast with a bunch of guys from Iowa. You're gonna be big time now, brother.
Hey, you're big time to me, Taro.
Well, I love Iowa love.
Yeah.
I need to get that 10K. Iowa, 10K.
Yeah.
I love Iowa.
Let's get
I
you
got
up
my
there.
Iowa State shirt on, man. I played ball there.
Oh man. Anyways, man, dude, love you, Taro.
Yeah.
We'll have you back again because I'm pretty sure everybody who's gonna listen to this will be like, dude, you gotta get that guy back. He's awesome, man. So thank you so much. I totally appreciate
Much love from Toronto to Iowa, my Asian brothers, anyone, all people that show love back, man. Keep positive. You know what I mean?
There you
Life's
go,
too
bro.
short. Life's too short. That's what I learned from Aaron and Jay in a way. They don't say it, but it's from their actions and the stuff they do.
There you go, guys. Thank you so much, Taro. Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, man. Peace.
That one.
I should have put a picture up. Like I actually hung with Jin in Hong Kong, believe it or not.
Oh no.
Oh,
There you
Yeah.
go.
He
All
came
right.
there and did a show when I was living there at that time.
Oh, nice.
Believe it or not. Yeah.
You know, hey,
I was like, yeah, that dude looks familiar.
hey, Taro, I think you're right. I see it now. I'm just like, holy crap, he does look like Jin. Oh, man.
I'm gonna look him up real quick.
Could have been the
Nice.
hat or something, you know?
Could
Could have
be.
triggered it.
Nice. All right, man. But hey, thank you so much for just joining us. I know you've been busy, man. You've been grinding hard, huh?
Oh, like crazy.
Yeah,
Let me just show you. I got to show you something before we even get into the fishing, man.
All right.
Look
Go
at this.
ahead.
I'm just so happy with these. I got 2 pairs, man.
What you got?
These are the.
Oh,
You know these?
yeah.
Oh, Jackson's, baby.
When'd you get those?
I don't even fish in these. I won't even go. I can't fish with these. These are like my childhood. Like I live in the past, as you guys know. Retro hip hop, retro kicks. This
Love
is
it.
how we do.
All right.
When my fish finder breaks, I'm good.
Too funny.
Put my finger in the air and say, "We go over there." I feel it.
Fucking Taro. All right, sounds good. All right, brother. Hey.